So yes, there is a formula to being financially successful and living an abundant life. And it works for everyone if you follow it exactly. Now, I am Professor Rick, and welcome to the Boonies School of Abundance. Now today, I'm going to give you that formula. You need to watch this entire video for it to work for you. It's up to you to make it work. This is free. It's going to cost you anything. I'm your financial advisor, mentor, guide, and everything that you need to be financially successful and abundant. Now, I can't tell you how to be successful in your relationship because that works differently for different people, because I don't know who your wife is or your significant other is, and you might be crazy, they might be crazy, they might be sane, you might be, they don't know. Different strokes for different folks. I might not tell you what roads to take to lose weight or to become fit, other than cut out sugars, and I can just give you a little advice, but I can tell you how to be financially successful because of all the study I've done and all the actual work that I've put in to make sure this formula works. Now, this is the formula, and it's not A plus B equals C. No. It's good credit. Crazy, right? Plus business registration. We're going to put it like this. Plus, it's the formula, right? Good credit, business registration, listening. T-E-N-I-N-G. Listening and taking advice. And following instructions. Okay? That's the formula. Good credit, owning a business, listening and taking advice, following instructions. Okay? Now, in that formula, we're going to do this. 1 second. Tell you everything that you need to do. And I hope I can do this in 5 minutes. If it's not in 5 minutes, still watch the whole damn video so you can learn. Right? You're going to find a way to clear off your credit however you need to do that. Whatever hustling, whoever you need to beg some money. If you got to take your tax return and invest it in yourself and fixing your credit and building your credit, do that. Take that tax return and do that. Most of you people get your tax return and then you want to go ahead and buy a car, and I want to do this, I want to do that, and then you're back after a month, you're back to being broke again and struggling again. So let's use our tax return and let's use our little gifts that our sugar daddies or friends that like us or family members may give us, whatever it is, and invest that into building your credit. That's the first thing. Building your credit, right? Now, once your credit is a 720 plus strong, and that you got to ask me, how do I do that? That's a different video. 720 plus strong. Then you're going to build your business, register a company, and get your Paydex score to 85 to 100, right? Once you do that, we're going to then go ahead and get some credit cards, right? Because yes, it is true. You can get, on the personal side, 30 to 60K, 30K to 60K in credit. And on the business side, you can get 60K to 250K in credit. I like credit cards. I don't necessarily like loans or anything like that, because with credit cards, not charge cards, you can take money off your card, and say for instance you were doing a project that's going to take 6 months. All you got to do, if you don't really have the money, is pay the minimum payments on the credit card until you have the money and then pay it back. You know, yeah, you have your interest, but that don't matter. It's messed up if you were to take out a business loan and you got to pay back every week a set amount, and then what if this week you don't have it? And that's the reason why I don't advise. This formula does not work with loans, but it works with credit. So as long as you understand how this formula works for everyone and you follow it exactly. So once you get the business credit cards to that, right, you're going to invest. This is what you're going to do. in home building, real estate, right? Home building. If you can find a team, because we do have one here at the Boonies team of investors, we can put in with us and we make money together, right? Or you can say, I'm going to research DSCR loans, right? And with a DSCR loan, and then I'm going to find a lot, because you can finance, research how you can finance land. Find a good lot, you know what I'm saying, 6,000 square feet or 3,000 square feet or whatever, right? You're going to find the lot. And then for financing, you only got to put 20% down. Remember this number, 20%. And you're going to get that 20% from your credit cards, right? You got to put 20% down, and then you start financing the lot. Immediately after you do that, for financing the land, you go look up the DSCR. So look how you can finance the land. And you get the DSCR loans, call up these companies and say, hey, listen, I'm going to build a single family. You can start with a single family. I'm just going to show you how. Watch this formula. Works in several ways. So now you're going to say, okay, I'm going to go build a single family. That's if you're not doing a team thing or whatever. And I'm going to flip it. So you need 20% down. Say it costs $250,000 build cost to build a single family that you want. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1 car garage, whatever. And say you sell it back for $510, right? So you're going to make about $260,000, right? After you pay back, because you got to put down 20%, and the DSCR people is going to loan you the rest to build the property. Then you're going to sell it, pay them back their money, and you're going to make about $200,000. Mind you, all you had to put down was 20% of this $250, right? 20% of this $250 is about 50 grand. Yes. So you have to put down $50,000. That's only money that's going to come out of your pocket. And with that $50,000, you're going to make $250,000 or $260,000. You only had to put $50,000 that you took off your credit card. You didn't have to take it from nowhere, your savings, none of that. You really just invested initially into building your credit to a point where you can use your credit, leverage your credit to do things that you want to do. So you put the 20% down to finance the land immediately. You put the 20% down to get the DSCR loan to get this project done. Once the project is done, pay the people off, you got your $200,000. You invested $50,000 again from your credit card. You really didn't have to come out your own pocket. Only time you do was when you were building your credit in the beginning. And when you listen to my damn advice, okay? Listen to my advice and take it strongly. Don't just listen to it and research on your own. I'm giving you resources. Google, YouTube, biggest universities in the world. No school on the planet is bigger than Google and bigger than YouTube. You can research anything and see if I'm making shit up. Or just go ahead and look. But do your own research. Research DSCR loans, how much they'll give you the loan for, what they give it for. Do your own research. Don't just listen, but take the time, 2 minutes of your life. You guys could be on your phone scrolling all day long, talking on the phone to people all day long, but can't spend 2 minutes to do some little research to make your life better. That's crazy. You wild crazy right now, son. You bugging. Anyway, that's New York talk for you right there, right? So once you do that first flip, you do it again, right? So now you made $250,000, and you're gonna do this 3 times, right? 250, 250. 3 flips, right? You can do that in a year and a half. Just made $750,000, right? Now, what you're gonna look at is how much does it cost me each year to live? So if I can live on $50,000 a year, then I'm great. So I'm gonna minus. Right? So, and this is the next step. I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to do a big project. After I did those 3 flips, right? I'm going to take out the 50, 50, 50 that it took for me to live each year, right? So, say a year and a half, going into my 2nd year, I was able to take care of myself for $150,000 for those 3 years. You know, pay my mortgage, pay my rent, if I have rent, car payment, insurance, eat, food, you know. On $50,000, I could do that, right? Because that's literally about $4 grand a month, $4,000 or $5,000 a month, something like that. And that's if for a year and a half. Now you're gonna have $600,000, right? We're gonna invest this entire $600,000. That's the next step in this formula, right? And you're going to buy with all of this money, right? but you're going to also do another flip. So you're going to take this entire money that you made and you're going to buy a 4-unit. You're going to buy the lot and build a 4-unit townhouse. Right? And you're going to rent them. You're not going to sell these. Right? You're going to keep these as your income stream. Right? But then you're going to continue doing flips. You're never going to stop flipping because you want to keep making money. So you're going to keep these. You got to think of your future now. This is where the money is coming from. So you took your credit and you turned it into income. And now you're going to turn it into residual income, right? Where every month you're making money, regardless. So say you're renting each one of these for $2,500, right? That's $10K a month. That's coming into you, or more. Give and take depends on what city or where it's at. So you got $10K a month coming from this 4-unit, right? You do 3 more flips and you get a second one. Now you got another $10K a month coming in. That's $20K a month, right? You do 2 of them. If you can get to 3, because maybe you got a 5-year plan and you got a 10-year plan. So in your 5-year plan, you want to own 3 of these, right? So now you got 30K coming in every month. Residual income plus. That's 30K plus, right? But you're going to continue to do your flips or continue to partner with people who are investing in big projects. So that way you still make the same, or you might make $100,000 on a project, but you don't have to worry about your investment is probably going to be the same. With a pool, you're still making money. The goal is to still do flips to make money, but to own these 3, right? Now, once you have this, when you get to your first one, right? Once you do your first flip and you made your 250, this is what you're also going to do. So mind you, don't forget this, right? These are steps in this formula. It's not just a basic formula, right? You're going to get 2 types of insurance, right? You can either get a whole life or you could get index universal life. You're going to research those. I'm not going to tell you guys shit. Research it. Just going to tell you what to get. You're going to get these 2 insurance policies because now you have enough money to pay the policy. These 2 build cash value, they build cash value so you can borrow from it or you can take money out of the cash value once it's built, right? So once you're making money, you're able to pay for these insurance. So once you do your first flip, the first thing you do is get this one of each, either one. You can get the whole life or the index universal life. When you're speaking to your insurance company, whomever you're going to get this from, ask them which one is better and then listen to what they have to say and then you pick and choose. But I recommend any one of these 2. This is one. The second type of insurance you're going to get is burial. Burial insurance is going to cover, if you pass away, it's going to cover all of that. So you need to get these 2. This one you leave with a beneficiary, your children, whomever. And these ones is while you're alive, you can use them. This one is just to bury your ass when you pass away. But these ones you could use while you're alive. So you're going to get these 2 types of insurance, right? Once now you have this insurance that's building cash value, right? And you have this is guaranteed that when you pass away, you don't have your kids or nobody has to be burdened about finding out where they're going to bury you, all this other stuff, right? Because that's one thing you got to accept. We are mortal and it's going to happen, right? Regardless, it's going to happen. So we're going to get these 2 types of insurances. And we're going to continue we still have 3 units, right? We have 3 townhouses. That's bringing us $30,000 a month. You know what I mean? $10,000 a month each. So we got $30,000 a month coming in or more. It depends on how much you're renting your properties for, right? So you got that guaranteed income that's coming in for the rest of your life because you now own these properties and you didn't borrow money. There's no loans on them. You took the money that you made from the flips and completely bought these things. So not only are you making $30,000 a month, you have 100% equity. And when I mean 100% equity, that means that you completely own the property. There's no bank loans on it. There's nothing. It's just you. If you go to sell that property right now, you can sell each one of them, each unit individually because they're townhouses, right? Or you could sell it as a whole block, right? You can sell it individual, different people, or you can sell it as a whole block to one investor and get whatever money it's worth at that moment. So if it's worth $2 million, you get the whole $2 million because you took your own money and put it in it. You didn't borrow anything. So the property have 100% equity in it. It's bringing you $30,000 a month, right? You have your whole life or your index universal life insurance that's building cash value and that's covering you for all of your life. If anything happens, you might have a $2 million policy or a $1 million policy, and when you pass away, $1 million goes to your daughter, $1 million goes to your son. In my case, I have 2 daughters, so $1 million will go to one, $1 million will go to other one, and then I'll make it where they're both owners of my estate, and my estate includes all of the properties that I own, all the stuff that I had. It's split equally between the 2 of them, and I'll make a clause in there that they cannot sell these property. They should pass it down to their children so that their children will always have income. You gotta teach your kids how to be responsible early. See, your father and your mom sacrificed themselves to make sure that they learn and educate themselves and followed all the right formulas so they can have something that will guarantee you income for the remainder of your life and for the life of your other kids, and then show them how to continue to build on this. So we might have 3 or we might have had 6 when grandpa passed away. But what I did was, because it was making money and grandpa taught me what to do, I bought another 6. Now we have 6 when grandpa passed away, 6 when dad passed away, and the grandkids now have 12 properties, and they're learning to, hey, now you have 12 properties, get more, get more, get more. So that way, the future generation as well, and that's how you build generational wealth. That is the formula that will work for everyone who dares to try it. There is no failure in this formula because people need somewhere to live. This place is becoming, the rich people are realizing that if you could get somebody into an apartment and charge them enough rent where they can only pay the rent, they can't save up enough money to buy a home, you have them forever. They will literally live their entire life paying you rent and making you and keeping you wealthy forever. And you're gonna have those people. Because remember, only 1% of you is going to fall into this wealthy category that I'm speaking about. Because only 1% of you is going to say, you know what, I'm going to follow this formula that Rick from the BOONIES School of Abundance gave me. That works for everyone who dares to try it. It has not failed and it will not fail. There's no such thing. Everything is real estate. And as long as you have something where people have to go and work, other people go and work to bring you money. You have the world working for you because they need to come home somewhere and lay their head. And for those who can't afford it, they get evicted and you find someone who can. You got to be ruthless in the real estate game. When they pay you the rent, you fix all the stuff that needs to be fixed. They don't pay you the rent, they got to go. You're not a slumlord, you're a landlord. You own property and you do well. And that is the formula to your financial success and abundance for not only you, not only your children, not only your grandchildren, with your great-grandchildren and generations that you probably will never live to see. But at least you left something so they will never go through the same crap that you went through while you were alive. They will never go through the stresses that we went through and that we're going through while we were alive. Because they have something set in stone from us, this generation, now that we're here, so that helped them in the future that we will not be here to see. All right? So that's a formula that works for everyone. Just remember that. It works for everyone who dares to try it. And for those of you who want to try it, but you want help and you want us to walk you through it, then you're welcome to sign up to the Boonies, become a business enterprise member, and jump into an investment group. And we will help you and I will walk you through everything step by step. You can call me and bother me all day long. Whatever you don't understand, information is free. I will tell you how to do it on your own. I will show you. You don't have to do it with us. Because if I do it, gotta pay me. Gotta pay me, son. Gotta pay me. Anyway, so it's the cost of doing business. So, but this is the formula. It works. And it will not fail you, me, or anyone else who dares to try it. And anyone else who has tried it before and who is trying it now. And all these successful real estate people and all these successful people that has great credit and is using it the right way. And that is what you need to do. So I want you guys to pay attention to my videos. Watch the whole thing. Pay attention. If you've gotten this far, you're already going to be financially successful. If you watch this video to the end, you are one of those who are going to definitely be successful in the very near future. You have a blessed and wonderful day. I pray that God continue to bless you, to bless me, and to bless us all with abundance and many. And bless us with knowledge and wisdom and understanding and more blessings and more abundance. All right, guys. Take care.